everyone, my name is Dyah Kusuma Rukmi. I'm number 037, and today I want to talk about the Barbie movie 2023 and how it relates to intercultural communication. This movie is not only about dolls or fantasy, it talks about culture, identity, power, and communication between different worlds. Through Barbie's journey, we can see how cultural differences affect the way people think, act, and communicate. First, I want to explain the background of the movie. The story shows two very different worlds, which are Barbie Land and the real world. Barbie Land is a fantasy place where everything is perfect, positive, and equal. Meanwhile, the real world represents modern human society with social problems and inequality. Because these two worlds are very different, conflict and misunderstanding easily happens. In terms of intercultural context, Barbie Land can be seen as one culture and the real world as another culture. Each culture has its own values, norms, and communication styles. When Barbie enters the real world, these two cultures collide. This creates intercultural interaction and also tension. Next is communication styles. In Barbie Land, communication is very open, direct, and positive. Barbie always speaks honestly and confidently. However, in the real world, communication is more complicated. People use sarcasm, indirect language, and social rules. Because of this, Barbie often feel confused and misunderstood. In verbal communication, Barbie uses cheerful language and an optimistic tone. She expects people to respond kindly like in Barbie, but people in the real world respond with confusion, judgment, or sarcasm. This causes miscommunication because both sides have different expectations. Okay. Nonverbal communication is also important. Barbie smiles a lot, stands confidently, and shows positive body language. In Barbie Land, this is normal and appreciated, but in the real world, her body language is seen as strange or unrealistic. This shows how non-verbal cues can have different meanings in the different cultures. Barbie also experiences culture shock. Culture shock happens when someone enters a new culture that feels unfamiliar. Barbie feels shocked when she realizes the real world does not treat her kindly. She faces criticism, fear, and rejection. This makes her feel lost and insecure. The movie also talks about stereotypes, especially gender stereotypes. Women are often seen as weak, emotional, or limited, while men are seen as powerful and dominant. Barbie movie shows these stereotypes. Barbie is shown as independent, smart, and capable. Women characters are not limited to one role. This sends a message that gender roles should not define identity. Cultural identity is another important theme. At the beginning, Barbie is confident about who she is, but after entering the real world, she starts questioning her identity. She wonders what her role is and what it means to be herself. It shows how identity can change through intercultural experiences. This leads to identity conflict. Barbie feels that she does not fully belong. In Barbie Land or the real world, this identity crisis is common when someone is caught between two cultures. It shows the emotional impact of intercultural communication. The movie also highlights power dynamics, especially power imbalance between men and women. In the real world, men are shown to have more authority and control. This affects how characters communication and make decisions. The concept of patriarchy is clearly shown. Ken learns about patriarchy and becomes obsessed with power. This reflects our real social system, where power is unevenly distributed, and this system affects communication patterns. patterns, communication patterns. Because of power imbalance, communication becomes unequal. Some voices are heard more than others. This causes misunderstanding, conflict, and silence. Intercultural issues in the movie mainly appear as miscommunication. Characters fail to understand each other's cultural background. This leads to conflict and emotional struggle. However, these conflicts also lead to growth. Barbie learns about herself, Ken learns about identity, and other characters learn about respect and balance. The movie suggests solutions for better intercultural communication, such as listening, being open-minded, and respecting differences. Understanding culture can reduce conflict and build empathy. In theory connection, this movie relates to intercultural communication theories such as cultural identity theory, power dynamics, and communication styles. It shows how culture influences behavior and interaction. In real life, real range, the Barbie movie reflects real social issues. Many people experience culture shock, identity crisis, and misunderstanding. This makes the movie relatable to everyday life. In conclusion, the Barbie movie 2023 shows how intercultural communication shapes identity, power, and understanding. It teaches us too that cultural differences are not barrier, but something we need to understand and respect. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for listening. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Assalamualaikum.